222. In Chicago in the house, make some noise. Dave Jeff, DJ, RTC. Y'all ready?
Y'all give it for Just Blaze, man.
God's favorite DJ, DJ Clark Kent.
The Alchemist, y'all, The Alchemist.
Give it up for DJ Premier.
If you want this shit, treat this shit like a job.
It was a quest just to, find music in general.
If I did our true hip-hop stories, believe me, there's a bunch of them,
There's some guys who are legends.
Welcome to the Legend Conversation Hot Seat, man. Outside of your talent as a DJ, discoverer of talent, I think I said this to you earlier, one of the hip-hop's best storytellers. And I'm wondering, is it the same muscle that makes you like a good DJ, makes you see something in these people that others aren't seeing, that makes you this great storyteller? And like, what do you see as the importance? Why are you even doing things like this to like tell these stories so much?
Wow, what a question.
That's a great question, right?
There's a huge problem in the hip hop culture, and it's that hip hop as a culture doesn't cultivate itself. And because of that, you'll have a rapper who's coming out with a song tomorrow who never heard of Run DMC, and that should not be the way it is. So if someone even thinks they want to ask me a question, I'm gonna do my best to answer the question. And coming from a perspective of I was there from it started, like I want to make sure that what gets documented from my point of view gets documented as a truth. Right. Because I saw it. And the things that I speak on, I make sure to never speak on things that I haven't seen. I only speak on things that I've been a part of or that I've seen. So if I've been a part of something that's cool or something that worked for somebody or something that did something important, then I want to speak from that point of view. And I make sure I don't answer questions that don't attach themselves to things that I'm a part of, because I don't want to be a liar and I don't want to be false. And this culture is something that belongs to us, and if we don't cultivate it, then it's going to go away, and someone's going to take it away, and then it's just going to be money and rap.
Right. Not to veer too much on this topic, but like you would never see a psychology student and someone said like, yo, do you know about Sigmund Freud? They're not gonna be like, man, fuck Sigmund Freud. I don't know any. I've never heard of him. Like, we don't. It's just like, it's weird to hear artists be like, in any genre, like, I don't need to know about the older artists or people that come before.
Yeah, because if you get a new rock artist and ask him about Aerosmith, he's gonna be able to tell you the drummer on every song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it matters to them. In our culture, because money stepped into it, all the things that really mattered started to dissipate, and then it was like, do you got a hot record or not? It wasn't, and they think that rap is hip hop. Rap is not hip hop.
Come on.
Rap is the music that lives within the culture of hip hop. So you can't really separate it, and then once you start to do that, and the money starts to come into play, everything else starts to mean nothing to the masses, and the people who built the culture start to feel neglected or beaten up by, big business. And
so good question. So I just think, so me knowing Pop, a lot of your discography, resume, you go back, whatever, right? Talk about the first time you seen Rakim, and then right.
First time I saw Rakim, I was 12 and he was 11.
Wow.
And
how old are you now? Like 30? You only 30, right?
Yeah, 30.
Okay.
Of course,
so
I'm
12.
30.
So that was
Yes.
not so long ago.
Not so
Go
long.
ahead.
But I was 12 and he was 11, and I was DJing at Wine Dance Day, and that's the town that's the town where Rakim is from, and he was MC Kid Wiz, and he was a kid, and he was standing on a crate rhyming while I was DJing, and we didn't really know each other, but that's the first time I heard Rakim, and I was just like, damn, well, he might be something one day, because as a kid, he was so good at that point that when he became the Rakim that you hear now, which is totally different than the Rakim who it was when he was a kid.
Okay.
It was, this guy's the most important MC ever.
Damn.
He's literally the most important MC ever.
You feel like that, Pop? You feel like
100%. He's the most important MC ever. Because
go ahead, man.
Go ahead. Why you say that?
Because before Rakim, everybody was rapping, and then after Rakim, everybody started rhyming.
Yeah.
The cadences, everything, the flow, like he started talking to people, and then people wanted to talk back. So everybody else started to change the way that they rap, because before it was, and then Rakim was like, I came in the door, I said it before. Never let the mic magnetize me no more. That's different. That's rapping. That's not, I mean, that's rhyming. That's not rapping. Rapping is the fun, jovial, and rhythmic, but nah, that's not what the streets didn't want to hear that. And obviously, it showed that the streets didn't want to hear that, because as soon as he did that, everybody started to rhyme. They weren't rapping anymore. It was rhyming. And then the guys who rapped started to go away.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
I saw a podcast with Run DMC and DMC and Rick Rubin, and DMC said they got back from tour and was driving around New York, and his buddy picked him up in the car and they were playing Rakim, and he was like, what is that? It's like, oh, this is this new dude that came out. And he was like, instantly, I was like, it's over. Like, Run DMC is over.
Yeah.
When he heard Rakim. True story.
Were you there? What do you know about?
1,000%.
Okay.
Yeah, no. But the thing is with Run DMC was they didn't rap. They rhymed, but it's like they were in the middle, like directly in the middle. So they lasted for a while because, one, they were the first rap group to dress like themselves on stage. They dressed like their neighborhood. So when they went on stage, they looked like everybody else in the crowd. And it was, no, that's me up there on stage. You know what I'm saying? People could go, nah, that's from our neighborhood. We built that. What you see up on stage is us. And if you can connect to something that way, it becomes something different. So they didn't actually have to start rhyming the same way, because they had so much of a cultural impact to us that it was keep doing what you're doing, because we loved Run DMC. And if anybody at that time was making a record, there's no one on earth at that precise moment who could say they didn't love Run DMC. You wanted to be like Run DMC. They were the first superstar rap group.
Right.
Was Run DMC. You wanted to be that good. You wanted to be that special. You wanted to go on stage and be able to rock that hard.
Right.
When they went on stage, they crushed everybody.
No, Run was dope. D Mac, all that was Jay. So okay, boom, good transition. Jam Master Jay is being this ultimate DJ.
Yeah.
Like
the reason why Jam Master Jay was
so people ask top 5 MCs.
Right.
Top 5 DJs from Clark Kent.
Larry Levant, DJ Flowers, Lil Louis Vega.
Louis Vega, Masters at Work.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's hard to get to 5 when those guys rock so hard. Like I look at guys like Alan King and Terry.
Chicago,
like,
Terry.
And like those guys are like wizards. But if I have to go and the DJs that made me go, oh my fucking God, was Grandmaster Flowers, who's the first Grandmaster. He played at Yankee Stadium in 1969.
As a DJ?
As a DJ, he opened for James Brown.
Wow.
So yeah, that was my my superhero.
On?
They were playing turntables.
In 1969, what turntables did they have?
Thorins turntables. Thorins. And they were terrible to DJ on, but they made it work. And he was a superstar to us. And like when I started DJing, he's the only DJ that I wanted to hear say, yo, you're a good DJ.
Right.
And, you know, like at 11, he said, no, you got something. And I was like, oh, that's it. Forget it. I got the cosign from Grandmaster Flowers. No one else has to tell me anything.
Where was Grandmaster Flowers from?
He's from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to Brooklyn.
But yeah, so my list of DJs that I look at and I love, like Stretch Armstrong's one of the best DJs I've ever seen. Timmy Register, Merlin Bob. Like, I know it sounds crazy that I'm not mentioning any DJs that are recognized as hip-hop DJs, but you asked me about DJs. You didn't ask me about hip-hop DJs, and I don't subscribe to hip-hop DJing. I'm a DJ. I play all kinds of music, so I want to respect the DJs that play everything. So if you don't play everything, I don't look at you like you're fully a DJ.
No, God's favorite DJ. Like I'm just saying. Yo. Not to take over or just talk, because me and Clark have a bond that's just crazy. Like
Yeah.
you see your babies in the audience.
No. My niece is here, and
She's in the audience.
one of the most important things about this evening for me is to make sure that I don't embarrass her, because I love her dearly. No, like I love her dearly, and the young people that are in my life, I don't want to ever embarrass them, because if they look up to me somehow, I don't want to let them down. And I love Kennedy.
Nice.
So I don't want to let her down.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
So go, Al, please
Yo,
get in, because we can get into some shit. So go ahead, Al, please.
Man, I mean, there's so much you've just even taken the convo, but I do want to bring up one other, because I'm a DJ, and I looked forward to talking to you as a DJ. When Jeff was here, he was talking about being like seeing the first block parties and people were dancing, and he just zeroed in on the DJ, and he saw this like wizard making people move, and he was like, that's what I want to be doing.
Yeah.
And what I've read and heard about you is you felt the impact on like a micro, where he had a macro level moving a crowd. You were seeing that impact on a micro level with your grandmother, I believe.
Right.
And like, can you talk about like what inspired you to be a DJ? Was it that same kind of impact that Jazzy Jeff found, just in a different way?
The genesis of me being a DJ is realizing that my grandmother had this favorite record, and she was my favorite person. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother is the most important person I've ever met in my entire life, and
Shout out to Grandma.
she loved this one record by the Miracles called Happy Landings. And I would mess around with the stereo to try to figure out how to play it. I'm 5. Once I figured out how to make the stereo work, I would wait for my grandmother to be coming home from work, and I would set the record up. And as soon as she walked through the door, I would put the record on, and I would see her smile. And for me, that was like the best shit in the entire universe. I made my favorite person smile like every day, and I've just played the record every day. And then, you know, yes, that was the record I played for her, but then I would sit in the house and listen to every single record that was in the house. And my mother was an opera singer, so we had operas in the house. We had any kind of music you can imagine. And I realized I didn't just like making her happy. Like, I had an intense love affair with music. Like, I am truly in love with music. Like, nothing compares to music. Besides my wife and kids, nothing compares to music. But music is, yeah. So
Not even sneakers?
nah. Sneakers are just clothes.
Okay.
That,
Boom.
I mean, yes, I'm a junkie for sneakers, but
Come on,
you
come
know,
on.
but sneakers are just clothes to me. It ain't the same thing it is to the younger kids. But I'm an old guy, so whatever. But yeah, that love of making her feel good is what the genesis of me being a DJ was. I used to go to my uncle's house, and he had a DJ set, but he couldn't DJ. He had a DJ set because he used to go to all of the clubs, and he wanted to have in his house what the DJs had in the clubs, but he never knew how to DJ. So I asked him, can you teach me how to DJ? And he goes, I don't know how, but you can mess with the
Nah, so
set.
what was that setup? Like
It was two turntables and a mixer, yeah.
okay. A little Gemini?
No.
Okay.
He was serious.
Okay.
He had a very, very nice Bozak mixer.
Damn, Bozak.
No, pause.
This is the
That's
70s.
just- it's a
This
terrible
is the
word.
70s?
It's a terrible word. This is
Yes,
70s.
pause.
It's a terrible word. It's a terrible word.
Right.
Yeah. But that was the mixer, and
In the 70s.
in the 70s, it was the same mixer that was in Studio 54.
Have you heard of the record Camp Here I am at Camp Renata, Alan
Yeah.
Sherman?
Yes.
That's what I was scratching at my parents' apartment at 5. Going in, I'm a Nut, great album, man. Got some gems on there.
I can't be mad at that.
No idea what he's talking about.
Look it up, bro. Great record. Clark, man, you like had Jay-Z rapping for you, not like for you, but you ran into him rapping, I think when he was like 17 or 18 years
16.
old. 16 years old. I also read that like every label passed on this dude. He's become the greatest rapper of all time. Do you know like what were you?
Biggie's the greatest rapper
Okay,
of all time.
my
Jay-Z's
bad.
the best MC of all time.
Okay, well I want to get to that difference for sure. We need to talk about that difference. I'm letting that sink in. That's like something
You gotta be
said.
careful with your words.
Well, you said that very nonchalantly, but I feel like we all need to like let that sink in and then visit it. Before you explain that, what is it that you were seeing in Jay that you like other people you think didn't see and cause them to pass?
Well, the witty MC that you see is the same witty guy that I met. The same wizard with words. The same ability to paint a picture that was super crystal clear. But the most important thing was I believed everything he said. And when you believe everything somebody says, that's when they come along with you for the ride. Okay. You're not just listening to him like, oh, he got a song. You're like, no, I'm a part of that lifestyle with you because I believe everything that you say. So I'm going to ride with you differently. And I believed everything he said. And the good part about me believing everything he said was everything he said was true. So, you know, wait. I want to say this. Like, a lot of people hear rappers, and rappers tell some incredibly labadacious tales.
I like that word.
I want to say, I know Jay, and I've known him since he was 16. He ain't lied to y'all yet.
Not yet.
And I'm checking him. Like, all the time, I'm like, wait, oh, shit, yeah, that happened. Fuck. I can't call him and you know, be like, yo, that didn't happen. No, but I can't.
So that was my thing. So is the 4.0 to the 4.6.
That's a real story.
That's a real story?
That's a real story.
See?
30,000,
cocksucker.
Yeah, because Range Rovers, they came out, both of them came out on the same day, and when everybody went to buy theirs, he bought a 4.6, people were buying 4.0s, and they were like, what's the difference? And I'm like, you're going to get told what the difference is.
30K.
Yeah, 30,000.
30K.
And better leathers and better wood steering wheels and all of that stuff. But, you know, that was just acting up as young kids.
It must be meaningful, like, to still be recognized today. It's shouted out by Jay. I was talking to Barber earlier. He was saying, like, did he stop a show to come say what's up to you?
Well, the show was over, and he was walking out of the show, and then he sees me. And here's the thing. That shouldn't be a surprise to anybody, because if I don't work with Jay-Z, you never hear him. So our bond is way deeper than just some music shit. Like, we're really friends. Like, we used to be together every day. What you hear is because we spent so much time together making sure that the first time you heard Jay-Z on a big level, it was the most amazing shit that you heard. You know what I'm saying? So we made 30 records before Reasonable Doubt was done.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, sitting around making all those records to get those 14 records, if you don't become friends... Right. But I was friends with him since he was 16. So it's
wild, man.
So, Pop, what's the hottest Jay-Z record we ain't never heard?
Gotta Reach the Top. It's the reason why Reasonable Doubt is Reasonable Doubt is Gotta Reach the Top.
Produced by?
I produced that.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
I'm not saying it's the hottest because of that, but it's the hottest because that's the reason why there's Reasonable Doubt. Like, everything that was told on Reasonable Doubt is based off of what was told in that one record. So if we don't do that record, you don't get Reasonable Doubt.
Okay, so we're going to talk shit now.
So
in production.
Well, we need to hear about this rapper versus MC thing, though. Yeah. That was crazy.
That verbiage. So, Pop,
Biggie is the best rapper?
Biggie versus Jay-Z.
There's no verses. There's no verses.
No, but I want to know what you meant.
Jay-Z.
But I just want to know what he meant. Rapper, you said Biggie's the best rapper. Jay-Z's the best MC.
Biggie or Jay-Z?
Jay-Z for me first. But there's a reason why. Because I want to hear MCs before I want to hear rappers. Because I'm going to give you... This should make it clear for you, right?
Okay.
Tupac is an amazing rapper.
Okay.
But he's not a dope MC.
I think
he just said rhymes, but he said his rhymes amazingly. Right. So that's what the other part is, that you believed everything Tupac said and half of it was lies. That's how good of a rapper he was. Rick Ross, you believe everything he said, and you know it was all lies, but he said it so amazingly, he's one of the best rappers around. Yes. When you hear Jeezy, God damn it, I love Jeezy. I swear to God, I love Jeezy. Like, dog, you don't sell that much coke.
Yes.
But when you hear Jeezy, it hits you a certain way. It hits you. That's the rapper. The rapper is the other shit. But the MC is the bar for bar for bar for bar for bar. Who's saying the best shit?
Nice.
Don't nobody say better rhymes than Jay-Z. I'm sorry. Jay Electronica's close.
He nice.
But don't nobody say better rhymes.
Nice.
And please, everyone here, I want to make a disclaimer that this is clearly just my thoughts. I think Jay-Z is the best MC we've ever heard, and you probably won't hear anybody be that good again. And the reason why is because they don't have the time to take to be that good. Because the attention span of human beings is 8 seconds.
Yeah.
So because of that, they ain't got the time to make sure that everything... Think about this. Jay-Z's first album took 26 years to make.
Damn.
If it took 26 years, he had more life on his first album than most people will have ever on their albums. So all that shit he was talking, it hit you differently because it was real life. You know what I'm saying? But I do think he's the second best rapper ever. And I think Biggie's the second best MC ever.
So as this DJ...
Wait, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Does this make sense to y'all?
I get it.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay, boom.
Because sometimes I explain it to people and people be like, get the fuck out of here. And I'm just like, yeah.
Well, it's great to hear you say, like, you spent so much time and made these records before you got to hear something because he wanted his debut to sound a certain way and come out properly. When, like, even during this talk, Jesus is holding my phone. I'm sure 3 people sent me a demo with the subject. This is the first song I've made. I just recorded this in my house. And, like, it's totally a changed thing where it's like, make something, I got to put it out immediately versus...
Like, the first song I ever heard Jay-Z on, he was going crazy. And I was just like...
What was that part? What was it?
It was a song with Jaz-O. It was more like a freestyle, but... Like, I was friends with Jaz-O for years, and Jaz-O's in the studio, and he's got this song, and this guy's rapping on the song. I was like, who the fuck is this? I'm sorry, Kennedy. I'm like, who the hell is this? And he goes, oh, that's my man Jay. And I was like, where is he? And I had to say it in a way that didn't make him feel a ways because Jaz-O was amazing. But I was just like, whoever this dude is right on your heels. So he told me who he was, and then we went to Marcy, and I met him, and I just asked him to rap, and when he rapped, I was like, yeah, Jazz, you may be the guy, but this guy
is the guy.
Right. Because you're rhyming from here and he's rhyming from here.
Right.
So I believe everything that he's saying. You're saying amazing shit. Like he would say shit like satellite iridium, Mont Blanc the paper, and I was like, Mont Blanc the paper? Like he was like, yeah, Mont Blanc is the pen. Oh, okay. You just crazy.
Right.
But Jay was saying, I talk jewels and spit diamonds. I'm all cherry like a hymen when I'm rhyming with remarkable timing. That's a double entendre that people still haven't gotten.
Right.
Like people still haven't gotten that double entendre.
Right.
It's insane. It's insane.
So, superior DJ, one of the best producers in the game, for real. We'll get on that or whatever.
I don't think so.
Stop it. I think so. So as you're giving your opinion, I'm giving mine.
Okay.
Little bro, big bro. Okay. Rappers, who if you were a rapper, who are you listening to now that makes you want to rap?
Pusha.
That's what
Pusha. Jay Electronica.
Jay, yeah.
He's Jay Electronica is different, yo. Mm-hmm. And
this is why he don't release no music.
I don't even
often.
know. I can't.
You don't get a lot of
Hanukkah
Hanukkah shout outs, so it's like anytime we get one, it's like
a Hanukkah shout out.
Yeah, you don't get
shout
that.
Out to Hanukkah.
Shout out Hanukkah. No, I'm just kidding.
But I think he's special because yes, he says incredible rhymes, but he says it with so much authority it feels like your father's rapping to you. You just be like, yo, goddamn, dog. Jay Electronica, and he's wild.
And then Pusha.
This is that vivid. Deal. He's that deal. To me, he's that deal.
Yeah.
I love Jadakiss too. I
love Jada.
I love J. Cole. J. Cole is a demon. He's vicious. I like Lady London. Lady London to me is the best. No, listen, she's the best MC under 35.
Damn.
Lady London is
Shout out
the
to Lady
best
London.
MC under 35 years old.
Okay.
And I don't call her a female rapper. I'm not calling her nothing. She's a super ill MC. Like, dudes are scared to rap with her.
Like that.
Like, there's dudes who are like, yo, I need this feature. She sends the feature. The feature never gets on the record because she goes so bananas. Like, she's amazing.
How you feel about Chicago? How you feel about the drill?
I think it's a thing. I think it's a sound. I think it's a feeling. I think it's super Chicago. I do. I
Like,
think
you know
it's super-
Chicago.
Oh yeah, well,
You
yeah.
know Chicago.
Shit. I'm still back on Katie Got Bands when she made Pop Out. I was like, I
Wow.
love this shit. Like,
Shout out to Katie. Shout out to Katie.
we was in the club, and the first time I heard Pop Out, I was asking everybody, yo, what is this?
What is this?
Remember when we was in the
What
club?
is this?
I was like,
What
yo,
is
what
this?
is this? He was like, it's Katie Got Bands.
Right.
I'm like, who the fuck is a Katie Got Bands? Like, and then when I saw her, I was just like, yo, that record's crazy. It just to me, it just felt crazy. I'm not saying she said the most amazing rhymes. I'm not saying any of that happened.
was
I'm
the
saying
feeling.
that the feeling of the
feeling.
song in the club was crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Alex, hold on.
Yo.
Can I get 5
Like
minutes?
I like
Can I
Lil
get
Durk.
5 minutes? One
I'm a little
I'm-
Dirk fan.
Me too. I love
Like
Dirk.
Dirk. I like him.
That's your niece, one of her favorite artists.
I ain't mad at you.
I'm just listening. I'm just listening. Tell me when I should tap back in. I'm
No,
just
and that's why I
listening.
asked you, partner.
Yeah, go, man.
You got to ask your partner. Communication in that part. Pop, so we go Chicago, right?
Uh-huh.
I just say
Kanye
hi-
West.
Hey.
Look, everybody can have their feelings on Kanye West at
seconds
this
on it.
point.
Okay, at
But
this
Kanye West is one of the best rappers ever.
point. Boom.
He is. He's
Boom.
one of the most talented people that we're ever gonna see in the music world, and he is one of the best rappers ever. Write it or not, you still gotta perform it, and he performs the fuck out of some records. B. Like he's special.
I think that the talent's undeniable. It's just heartbreaking as a Chicagoan just a fan of music in general. Just to see this, and I don't even want to bring
there.
the talk down, but it's just
we could be
sad.
a whole
It's
hour on
a
that
heartbreaking
part.
thing. Yeah, it's a heartbreaking thing to see.
It's really rough for me too, because like he's been calling me OG since he's 15. I've known him since he was learning how to make beats at a Motown studio, which you know, me and Jay Boogie,
Jay.
we was partners on.
That's what I was about to go on. Shout out to Jay
Yeah.
Boogie, y'all. Jay Boogie Pop, because that's how we met.
Right, for sure.
That's how we met. And Pop, can I give one good story? Like the funniest story.
Okay.
And then we can get into sneakers. I mean, we have many.
Yeah.
Jay Boogie hits me. It's All-Star. We in Houston. You remember this? At the Galleria. Let's tell y'all. Y'all know, if y'all don't know who Dave Jeff, I'm Dave Jeff. Nice to meet y'all. Sneaker guy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So this is what I do. I've been doing sneakers for a long time. Jay Boogie tells me, hey, my man Clark Kennedy, man, he down there, he there, he DJing, he doing something. And yeah, man, you should probably get with him or whatever, right? I forgot exactly where we connected in Houston, but we were both in the Galleria at the time, okay? Hustler of Culture, your man, right? And because Fly, I know Fly, and anybody that owns a boutique, where my boutique owners in here, Manny, everybody in here, whatever, you know what them boxes look like when the Nikes coming through, when they coming, right? So we might have been in the mall. Listen, we might have been in the mall. I'm there, Punch, a couple of my guys, Joey Crack, everybody there.
Man, Crack.
Remember how at All-Star game, Nike used to release a certain shoe for All-Star, right? Y'all know this, right? So we Houston, and so our sneakerhead people in the room, we would be on the hunt for these sneakers and everything. The Galleria, if anybody's been in the Galleria in Houston, the Galleria Mall is connected to the Galleria Hotel. It's a nice hotel.
Two
everything.
hotels.
Two
One on each
hotels.
end.
Okay, boom. I'm not even gonna tell you how I got the room, Jazzy Jeff, but in the Galleria, but we're in there and we're in the mall. We're in the mall. We're going down and I'm looking for the All-Star Air Force One that's about to release. We go into one store. They like, hey man, we didn't get it yet. Whatever. I think Foot Action was gonna have it. This other shoe didn't have it. Walking down the mall, the FedEx dude come by. Walking by. I stop the FedEx dude. I see the boxes with the little Memphis thing on it. Manny in my line, the little Memphis thing on it. I'm like, yo, what's that? I'm trying to read the side of the box. He's like, yo, I'm going to Foot Action over here. Go to Foot Action over there. When you finally get in there, I stop and tell the salesman, you ain't even got to, just let me get the box, B. Just let me get the box. Boom. Credit card. Boom. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Bought all the sizes. So now I'm in Houston in the Galleria slinging All-Star Air Force Ones like they bricks in my line.
This is
We
true.
in here. Clark grabs his 213s. Who at the time? Look, Fabulous. Go holler at my little brother. He's from Chicago. He's in room 1304 or whatever. Fab comes in, grabs the thing. I'm just saying, just great times with that whole shit, Pop. And I think this is the first time that we really connected and then built and built. And then I started hosting Sneaker Pimps, and then we was on tour for 10 years damn near.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, those were good times.
Sneaker days. Shout out to all the real sneaker heads. Give me some. Anybody? It's only a couple of us in here. Dude, we used to have to go to city. This is before the internet, before Instagram, before Andrew Barbers and all that other stuff like that. We had to do these things and go to other cities and really fight for these shoes, man.
Yeah.
How many pair of shoes have you been a part of? So let's go there.
When you say like how many have I worked on, or
how many have you worked on?
87.
87.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know. Fuck, 87, Pop.
That's a lot.
A lot of 112s, or that was all 112s?
No. I've done
Clark Kent inspired.
No, the shoes that I've designed for
that
brands.
you designed.
Yeah, for brands.
Go there. Come on, go there.
I'm out.
Give me 10. Give me 10, Pop.
Let's start with 83 through 87.
73, right?
Just the last.
Boom. Let's go there.
I'm just kidding. I'd like to know about 42 to 40. No, I'm just kidding.
I did Scars Air Force Ones.
Who?
Scars Air Force
Scars.
Ones.
Okay, boom.
I did Got That White Air Force Ones. I did Burrow Pack Air Force Ones. I did 6 LeBrons.
Which LeBrons?
LeBron 7s, LeBron 8s, LeBron 9s, but 2 each.
Okay.
Yeah. What are we doing here?
No, we talking sneakers. This is what we doing,
I've done 13 different 112s.
13 different 112s.
Yes, 13
So y'all know
different
what the 112s are, right? Yes? Can you tell them, Pop? Tell them.
112s are a colorway that I came up with to represent my city, which is Brooklyn, and they're called 112 because every zip code in Brooklyn starts with 112. So, you know,
you had an Air Force One.
There was Air Force One. There was an Air Trainer One.
Air Trainer One.
A Dunk. There's an Air Max One. There's an Air Trainer Max. There's an Air Trainer 2010. There's a LeBron 7, LeBron 8, LeBron 9.
Come on.
It's just sneakers.
Come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus.
2P rods.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
I was looking in. You wanted to do the first shoe just so you could shit on Bobbito.
Oh yeah, that's the truth. The one went. It's that sounds fucked up, but you know. It was Bobbito had these white and burgundy Air Force Ones with his name on the side. And we all were like how? You know? And I was there when he got them. We were on the Intrepid, and it was a basketball tournament, and somebody from Nike came and brought him the box. He opens the box, and it's like the sun just went out. And all you saw were these sneakers, and I was just like, God, they got his name on the side. So when I became affiliated with the brand, the first thing I said was, can I make a sneaker? In my first meeting, by the way, I became affiliated with the brand to help build a store, to help build what would become 21 Mercer. In that first meeting, I think I asked about 12 times, can I make a shoe? And the 2 guys who were sitting next to me kept going, calm down. Yeah. Calm down.
Right.
Yo, you gotta chill. Yo, Clark, what are you doing? That's not what we're here for. Like, chill out, Clark.
But you needed that shoe.
I needed to do a shoe. So after the meeting, my guy Astor Chambers says, I'm gonna sit you up with Mark Dolce, and you're gonna sit down and let's see what you come up with. So I sat down with him and I said, put an Air Force One up. In a minute and a half, I had the Air Force One done on the screen, and he was looking at me like, oh, you had this idea in your mind. I was like, yeah, and I only need 1 pair.
Yeah. Right.
And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, I only need 1 pair. I got to shit on Bobbito. Like, that's it. Like, that's all I wanted. I wanted the sneakers so I could go back to Bobbito and go, pow!
Yeah.
Shit on you, motherfucker. My shit's way better than yours.
My shit harder than yours.
My shit way harder than yours.
Yes, sir.
But in that conversation, like, they were like, this is really good. So they spoke back to Astor, and Astor goes, what's your second favorite shoe? I'm like, Air Max Ones. And he goes, let's see what you come up with. A minute and a half again, Air Max One. And then they were like, what about a Trainer One? And I was okay on Trainer Ones, but I was like, all right, let me show you it. And then they were like, this is called a Ones Pack. Like, if you know, there was Gray Ones. There was a Gray Ones Pack. Yep. This was called a Ones Pack, and they were like, we want to put this out. And I was like, no. I just need 1 pair of those Air Force Ones. I got to shit on Bobbito. Yeah. That was my whole shit. Like, and they're like, no, we want to put this pack out. And I'm like, no. I just need this. I just need this. And they just did not understand it. And then they made me understand. They're like, we're going to release a shoe for you. So it'll be your shoe release. And then I was like, oh. but can I get this now?
Can I get
Yeah.
this one? Can I get this one?
And then I just need this to shit on Bobby.
So I could call Bobito today, But it seems like you got that. Your DJ name was people calling you Clark Kent to make fun of you back in the day.
Yeah.
You took the name. It seems like revenge or being slighted is like a motivator. Like you want to. Has it always been a motivation or no?
I come from the contact sport of DJing.
The contact sport of DJing?
Yeah, where you had to be good. You had to actually be good to be respected. So
still in
it was like a contact sport. So, you know, if you had 10 DJs in a line, I got to make sure the other 9 get erased. That's the contact sport of DJing that I come from. So everything that took a slight at me, I was like, I'm going to come back and beat it. So when I was a kid, I wore glasses since I was 4 years old, and I got joked on. You Clark Kent, looking like Clark Kent, looking like, okay, cool. That's what y'all gonna call me around the way. They called me that around the way. When I started to DJ, I didn't have a name. I just kept it. And then by the time I'm 12, I'm playing clubs. I'm playing clubs. I'm playing clubs at 12, 13, 14. And now everybody on the block who made jokes wants to come to the clubs that I play. So now I'm just like, didn't you? And remember when you, and you too, and nah, I don't have a guest list. Nah, you can't come to the, whether I got a guest list or not, I'm not letting you in on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't help me with my records. You can't do none of that.
Right.
So now I'm just looking at everybody who made jokes and was like, anytime somebody takes a slight at me, I'm going to get you back.
Gonna get you back.
But I'm going to get you back just for me. It's not even for you. It's just for me. Like, I got to make sure that if you slight me, that's motivation. Like,
So Pop, it's safe to say that you was like a youngin' in charge. Chicago, we had a youngin' in charge here who was your little brother.
Yeah, Tim.
Shout out to Timbuktu. Y'all give it up for Timbuktu. 2-2.
I don't know if Chicago knows, but I used to manage Timbuktu. Like, that was my little brother for real. Like, it's my ace.
For real.
Yes, sir.
Pop, we can really go there too with Tim. Story, right? Once again, we tell good stories. We've been there through a lot. This is a touching story, 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes. We were All-Star. You invited us down for All-Star.
Yeah.
You were able to activate, like, and pull your DJs from certain regions and do this one party, right? This was the time, Mello, or whatever, that Tim was sick and didn't nobody know he was sick. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But I can honestly say this time at this All-Star was when I saw Tim when he was sick. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy because I didn't see him for a while here at home, but to see him in New York at your event, and to see Tim come in and he just didn't look like himself and he just sat down. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to everybody knows Tim, and Tim is, because Clark is DJing, he know if it's 10 DJs in the room, he know 9 of them, and he basically up there with him because he's everybody's little brother or whatever, but he literally like sat down. You know what I'm saying? Literally sat down, and then after the event, Pop, we didn't see him that night or whatever. Didn't see him till the next morning. When we saw him the next morning, because we were staying in these rooms, and the hotel called the room that we were in, because we went from one room to this like bigger room, and Tim was supposed to be there, but he was occupying the other room. But then the hotel called them and told them like, yo, you got to come out of here. And then we all found out like, oh damn, this what Tim been on. We've been looking for him. You know what I'm saying? So he comes in the room with us, and when he comes in the room with us, he's openly talking to his doctor, right? He's openly talking to his doctor, talking about this, talking about a surgery, talking about, you know, these things or whatever. And so now I know, but I knew already, you know what I'm saying? But now he knows that I know, and then we're openly talking about his cancer situation. And we're openly talking about this cancer situation, and it was just like the somberest thing. And then I asked him if anybody knows, like, I'm into prayer. You know what I'm saying? Tim, can we pray? You know what I'm saying? And it was myself, it was Tim, it was Sharif in the room. Sharif in the room. And y'all, we cried like 3 babies for about a half an hour because I'm praying with Tim, because I'm like, yo, this is my little brother. He's basically withering away in this whole thing, and he's dealing with it or whatever. But that was just a crazy time for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, speak on that, because I know you knew the situation.
I knew, and it literally took like 2 weeks before he could say yes to coming to DJ with me because he was sick. And my thing is, if I'm gonna put together a DJ show and I'm gonna get DJs from around the country, I'm gonna get the ones that I actually think can play. And I couldn't do it without him. So the party was only if Tim could come. You know what I'm saying? So like I was gonna give Starter back their money and be like, no, I don't want to do it if I can't have my guy. It was a starter party. Right. And I told the people at Starter, I said the party's gonna be based around me and Timbuktu. I said I'm gonna get other DJs, but we're the base of the party, because the same night I was doing the originals too.
Exactly.
And I wanted to do this party
early
the same way
originals.
that I was doing the originals. 5 DJs, rotations, half hours, everybody gets on and gets off. So this party, if Tim couldn't do the party, I wouldn't have done the party. But I wanted to do the party because I know he was getting worse, and I just wanted to play with my brother again. Yeah.
Oh.
Shout out to Timbuktu, y'all. Two.
Can I say one thing about Tim too? Like you were talking about Grandmaster Flowers being the only DJ you cared about if like they thought you were good. And like for me as a DJ, Tim was one of those where it's like I would be nervous if Tim was on the bill with me, because he'd be in the building when I'm DJing, and I didn't want him to think I was whack. Very few, really. Tim was a list of one or two of those. But yeah, R.I.P. Timbuktu for
Yes,
sure.
sir. Yes, sir.
My brother.
Yeah, you would say that we have. You're gonna rock this party actually.
No, I'm just gonna play some songs.
Okay.
Okay.
I never,
all right.
This is
Says the dude who's like, yo, if like every other DJ is gonna think they suck when I'm done, they're gonna not want to
no. I don't think
God's
everybody.
favorite DJ.
I don't think every DJ is gonna think that they suck. I think every DJ around me is gonna go, I gotta step my shit up.
Okay. Yeah.
Because,
that's a difference.
Because I look at it like every time I DJ, it's the last time I'm gonna DJ. Because I believe there's a kid who wants my spot. And the only way he's gonna get my spot is if I give it up. So every time I DJ, it's the last time I'm DJing. So I approach it way different than 99% of the DJs that you'll come across, because they care about DJing. I don't care about DJing. I care about music. I love music, so I play with a certain sense of care.
Drewski.
Right.
Most
Care about
DJs
music.
just care about DJing, and they want to get their shit off, and they want to look like, I don't care about none of that shit. I care about great records and playing great music and evoking emotions in crowds so that they walk away and go, that motherfucker's bad.
Right.
Pop.
Yeah.
That's it.
Best record you ever produced that you ever produced. That you
Best
be like,
record
man,
or best song? It's a
Record.
difference. It's a difference.
excuse me, verbiage. Best song you ever produced.
Sky's the Limit.
Ooh.
With Notorious B.I.G. Sky's the Limit.
Okay, so best record.
Brooklyn's Finest.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask why? Can I say? I gotta ask why. Well, okay. Right. Thank you, Juski. Thank you, Juski.
Well, a song is a composition made of notes and lyrics. A record is a recording of. I'm just kidding.
Professor
I like that.
Alex Fruchter. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bob.
A song does something different than a record.
Okay.
A record can live in the world, but a song goes above the world. You know, I look at Brooklyn's Finest like that whole thing is a sick ass record, but Sky's the Limit. That shit hits your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a different.
That's a song. Like that's some
Okay.
other shit.
Like my 2-year-old loves Intergalactic by the Beastie Boys. Every day he wakes up, he says, "Want to watch Intergalactic?" Want
Wow.
to. But I'll play it for him. As soon as they start rapping, he'll say, "But what are they talking about?" Because he can't understand. It's a great record, but you give that song to someone else, it doesn't make any real sense.
Banks is special, first of all.
Yeah, well, yeah,
For him
that's
to be listening to Beastie Boys at 2 years old. Right.
If I do nothing else as a parent,
Yeah.
it's just.
Right. Nah, I got you.
As a DJ, it's your responsibility to make sure your kids hear real music.
Right.
And if you're not doing it, then you're like really, really a waste of the 2 letters.
Right.
Damn.
I want to know if anybody has a question.
Boom. Thank you.
Now, ask the questions. And the reason why I say that is because these situations, if you look at them in a certain way and you think anything of DJ Clark Kent or what I've done or where I've been, and there's something that you think you want to ask and you don't get to ask, then that's bad. Because I stand up here and I say I am for my culture. If I'm for my culture and I'm not willing to answer all the questions that you got, then I'm a poor representation of this culture. So I want whoever has a question in here to please ask it, because if I can answer, I would be honored to answer.
To the young gentleman in the back who represents the Rythm clan.
We talk a lot about like an East Coast rapper. What do you think about a lot of things about like Memphis, like West Coast, like that? What's some of your opinions on that?
I think Simba's amazing. I think here's the thing. I think there's MCs and rappers everywhere that are really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sitting here saying my favorites are all East Coast guys, but, you know, I come from a certain place, and that certain place resonates to me. So those who sound like what I feel like are probably going to be resonating with me easier. Like, I sit here and tell you Jay Electronica is one of my favorite. He's from New Orleans. So that shows you that I think T.I. is one of the best MCs I've ever heard. Like, T.I. is fucking
MCs.
amazing. He's amazing. Who else? Scarface, dog. Scarface. Scarface, really. One of the best rappers,
Big Shane.
period. So I like MCs and rappers from Kendrick Lamar.
It's crazy.
Kendrick Lamar, he's wild.
Hold on. To my light-skinned brother right there, Andrew Barber. Yes, sir.
Okay, you were heavily involved in the Junior Mafia album.
Yes, I was.
Okay. Did Biggie really write everybody's verses on that album?
No,
That's not true.
no.
No.
He wrote a lot, but he didn't write everything.
I definitely got a question about
But
Biggie
think
when we're
about
done.
this. None of them were rappers before we started. So
Where
to
were
end
they?
up with
Where
an
were they?
album
Pop?
that-
Where were they?
they were just his boys.
Gotcha.
So, but to end up with an album that went gold, with gold and platinum
Love you, Shane.
singles, with dudes who couldn't rap at all, it's pretty good. So
Mellow.
I worked really hard on it, though.
Right. Mellow, BWS.
You being a Jay fan, how do you feel with Jay-Z Nas? Like, where would you
Ah.
What do you mean? Where would I side? Like, who's better?
I mean, the ether that during that whole conflict.
That battle, Pop.
See,
that whole-
I'm kind of like the right guy and the wrong guy to ask at the same time. And the reason, huh?
So being that Jay is your guy, so how did you feel about it?
I think Nas might have had one of the best lines in that battle, period, because he said, Queens been running y'all Brooklyn niggas, ask Russell Simmons. That shit hurt my soul. You know what I'm saying?
Being from Brooklyn.
Being from Brooklyn. But I know that half of everything he said on Ether was lies. So I look at everything that Jay said and was like, well, that's all true. So I deal with facts over fiction. So when I'm listening, I'm going, yeah, Jay crushed you. But for entertainment value, Ether was very funny. So it's almost like he got at him.
I got
But it took him 4 tries to get to Ether. So
Big Shan. Big Shan.
Do you feel like your Black Friday?
hold on. Nas is one of my favorite MCs, period. Like,
tried to
I
sign
need that to
Nas.
be clear. I was the first person
Yep.
to try to sign Nas
Say
to
for
a
the
record
record.
deal.
Yep.
I just want that
Yep.
to be clear. So I'm not slighting Nas at all. I'm just saying in that situation, it was what it was. Okay, go.
Big Shan.
Do you feel like your Pony Hair Black Friday album was one of your best albums?
Ooh.
Maybe at the time, but over time, no. The Got That Whites are fucking crazy to me. 112s, they're my first, so they're like your firstborn child, but like Scars Air Force Ones are spectacular.
Great question. To the little mama in the front row sitting with Drewski.
Social media. Social media is one of the reasons why there's so much bad music. And the reason why goes back to the 8 seconds that I was talking about. If you're not exciting the mind of a person every 8 seconds, your record will go away. So that means you don't have time. Like, social media is your thumb rolling up and down. It's no time. So imagine if you get there and you stay there for 8 seconds and those 8 seconds go by and you're not excited again, you won't listen. You'll keep going. So you'll miss it. So many people are missing shit because of iTunes, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everything, because they don't listen. But if you don't listen, you won't hear the great records. You'll hear bullshit, and then you'll become comfortable with mediocrity.
You mentioned Biggie. You mentioned Sky's the Limit. I was listening to one of the podcasts about Biggie, and the last episode was right before he died, and they had talked about how he was like chilling out. He had seen things in a different way. He felt they like made this thesis like he understood his position as an artist finally, and was like about to turn a new leaf. As someone on the inside, like, was that happening? Like, what do you think the next album might have sounded like if that hadn't gone down?
Great question.
His first album was a classic. His second album was a classic. Third album would have been The Commission. So you tell me what it would have sounded like.
Okay.
Damn. What do you mean?
Damn, JP.
I don't fully get. What do you mean commission?
Oh, with him and Jay, Pop.
Oh, the commission.
Right,
I thought you meant a commission, like someone was gonna.
He said
What was that just now?
Don't mind him. Don't mind him. He had a couple of Remy sidecars. Excuse me. So, okay, my question. You being you, us going back and forth on music. Did Jay murder Eminem on Renegade?
No, I think they both did a great performance. And the thing is,
I'm just asking because you have people who swear.
You just asked me. I'm trying to give you an answer.
No, I'm just saying. Generally,
Here's
not
the
you,
thing
Pop.
the thing is, they rapped two different things. It's not like they were going at each other. If they were going at each other, it would have been a totally different J rap.
Okay.
It was, I'm rapping about this, you're rapping about that. Did they both perform their asses off? Absolutely. But have you heard Eminem say a rhyme that crazy?
Never.
That means Jay's pen anyway.
Pressure. So, Pop, as we know, all great things have to come and wind down. I'm not going to say come to an end because we're going to keep this party going, right? We're going to keep it going, right? We have some gifts for you, Pop. We have some gifts for you.
I don't need gifts.
Excuse me. We have some gifts for you, bro.
I'll take. Someone said I'll take them.
So we don't need no gifts. It says God's favorite DJ.
Damn.
Here we have the Flipple Ply Jugrnaut carry-on bag here.
Carry on?
Yes, carry-on. Jugrnaut insignia.
Well, thank you very much. It's very nice of you. Thank you, Jugrnaut.
Closed sessions joined. Come on, you gotta because there's one thing in here particular. There's one thing in here particular. You see this beanie, bro? That's a beautiful piece.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very
With
much.
the logos on it. All right. Give
Yeah,
it for Jugrnaut, many muscles.
Thank you, Jugrnaut. Appreciate
All of them, Brian, the whole squad, and everything. We got closed sessions, crew necks, like the one Alex has on.
Okay. I was wondering where those are because I need that.
Right, because you needed that.
It's in the
Yes.
bag.
Thank
Now,
you.
My last sneaker question before we go.
Yes.
All right? Sneaker questions. You have on Clydes.
Yes, I do.
Classic silhouette. Clydes versus Air Force One. I'm over here.
Serious?
I mean, I just had to ask you. That's a real question, right?
You know what? I'm going to answer it this way.
Come on.
I don't get to Air Force Ones unless I had Clydes.
Boom.
So Clydes were the first cool sneaker in the hood. You had Pro-Keds, you had Converse, but you didn't have cool sneakers until you had a pair of Clydes. So, and then, again, that is showing that I am quite an old guy.
32.
32.
32 and a half.
30, okay, 32 and a half. Like,
Okay.
when I was young, black and silver, black and gold, black and white, green and white, red and white. There was so many ill Clydes. And because I was from New York, you could see Clyde. Mm-hmm. If you went to Rucker Park, you could see him there. Mm-hmm. If you could see Clyde. So it was like, he is a ghetto superstar. And we wanted to wear his sneakers, and his sneakers were available in the ghetto. So he was...
Speaking ghetto superstars. Excuse me, one second.
His ex-wife was my kindergarten teacher, actually.
It's Clyde?
Yeah, she
That's
taught
awesome.
at Ray. Seriously.
I too am a ghetto
Seriously.
superstar.
It's Frazier.
Yo, Pop, I got to get this to you. Real talk, crazy question, right? I mean, crazy statement in it. Where's my designer homie from here that went to L.A.? We just had this conversation. Justin, right there. So it's crazy because, Justin, what was the show you were on, Pop? The Hype, right? And so if anybody watched The Hype, y'all remember my man Alexander John, who came and did the sneaker creation there, whatever. So here, I'm gifting you this, Pop. This is my first time seeing this. So if y'all seen this, a fly slipstream, whatever, right? I haven't never seen the shoe until now. And Alexander John came here today to drop my shoe off, your shoe off, just so I can give it to you, or whatever. But he was featured on that show here, whatever. So this is my first time seeing the box. First time, look, it ain't even open. You see the little caution thing here, Chicago kids or whatever. But this shoe was done for me with Puma, one of our sponsors. Great team I've been with or whatever, commemorating my 20 years in Fly. Give it up to myself, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, 20 years in here in doing it. And so my capsule was supposed to come out during the pandemic, but it didn't come out because of COVID, the whole nine or whatever. So we did 20 of these shoes just to commemorate the 20 years of Fly. And this is my first time. I ain't never seen the box. Nothing to say Chicago kids on or whatever.
Do you have more than one pair?
Me?
Is there more than one pair
No, but
here?
this is your 13 though.
Cool.
Yes.
But do you have your size here?
Yes, my size is over there.
All right, open your pair.
Why can't I open?
Because it's closed.
Well, I don't want to open my pair. But
No, you open your pair
I
so
was
we can
giving
see
you
what
your
it looks
gift.
I'm
That's your
appreciating it.
size.
This is so. Thank you very much. I'm just not gonna open it yet. So open your pair.
So big bro me.
Damn, that's what's up. I respect it.
I don't like opening my sneakers until I'm gonna wear them.
Well, how you think I feel, Pa?
They your sneakers. You want to see them.
I ain't never seen them.
You want to see them, so
But
open them.
this-
You was
that
gonna
was-
open mine so you could see them.
Because it was the gift to you.
Just open the sneakers.
Okay. Open the box, Pa. Thank you. Shout out to Puma.
Kennedy said, "Open the box."
That's my baby.
That was tough.
Boom.
Okay.
The Fly one.
Okay.
Puma, slipstream.
Congratulations.
Friends and family. My name is on the shoestrings, the whole nine. But Pop,
Yes, sir.
that's yours. That's another gift.
Thank you.
From Closed Sessions.
I appreciate
AKA
everything.
Legend Conversations. Number 6, DJ Clark Kent. Give it up, y'all. Make some noise.
Grab your if you love hip hop. Ladies, rub your if you love Big Papa. Gotcha. Open off the words I said because.
Man. Number 6, God's favorite DJ. Clark Kent.
What are you, an idiot? Listen to the lyrics I spit like M1s. Got mad guns up in the cabin. Cause these ain't the one for the dipping and dabbing. I make it happen. You got your ass caught on your soul was fire. From the Honda Passport or the MP. What if you see? Then I miss you. I blow up spots like little sisters. Grind, grit your teeth. Grind, bite your nails. Took the cuticles like Murray. My killers.